just, you know, give yourself a companion. I don't know, paint a rock. Talk to your pet rock if you need to. Hey guys, it's Allison. As you guys probably know, this is my new apartment in LA. This is the second apartment that I've lived in by myself. It's a studio. I lived in a studio before my last year of college, and I really like living by myself, but I think for a lot of people, living by yourself can be kind of intimidating, or just like, you know, something very different that most people haven't done before. Either you like grew up living with your family, or just like the transition in like college from living in a dorm then to living with roommates in college in an apartment to then moving in somewhere by yourself. And it's something that most people, maybe not most people if you have like a significant other, but a lot of people will do at some point in their life, and it can be really fun and it doesn't have to be scary. And honestly, I think I love living by myself like 100 times more than I love living with roommates. Not that I didn't have amazing roommates, but living by myself is just like the thing for me. So I have some advice for anybody who is thinking about moving into an apartment by themselves, or has just started living by themselves and doesn't really know what to do. I have some good advice that might help you guys, and definitely has helped me, and that I have like saved in my brain over the months to make it a better experience to live on your own. Alright, so tip number one is make your space someplace that you love to be. So you have all this freedom. You don't have to worry about what your roommates or your parents want your decoration style to be. You can make this space exactly how you want it. You know, within reason. I know a lot of places, apartments won't let you do like crazy things like paint the walls, but it's really easy. And I just made a video last week on decorating on a budget. So it can be really easy to make a space something that you love and somewhere you want to hang out all the time for really not that much money at all. So go check that out. I'll put a link somewhere around here if you want some decorating tips. But decorating is important. I know it might not seem like your first thing on your list of priorities, especially if you're like new into the adult world and, you know, trying to save up money, but it's so important to have a space that you want to be in, especially if you're there by yourself and you're not, you know, always hanging out with a roommate or a friend. Number two would be to give yourself a schedule. Try to give yourself a schedule every day at least. It's really easy when you live by yourself and don't have anyone like judging you or like parents telling you what to do. It's really easy at first to just be like, oh, I have so much free time, nobody's telling me what to do, and just kind of get caught up in that and, you know, spend your whole day watching Netflix or YouTube or, you know. I just think it's really important, and it's definitely helped me because I definitely had those couple months where I was like, oh, I can do whatever I want, nobody's telling me what to do. So it's really helpful to, you know, at least give yourself like a weekly to-do list. I like to break it down by the day, and if I have a lot going on, I even like to give myself like an hourly thing, like on this hour you have to do this, on this hour you can take a break. That might be a little crazy for you, but it definitely helps me to stay focused and on track and still be super productive if I'm just spending a day at my apartment by myself. Number three kind of goes along with that. I am not a neat person by nature. I'm pretty messy. I wouldn't say I'm like dirty, but I'm definitely like really good at making a pile and forgetting about it, throwing my clothes on the floor instead of hanging them up. But a really important thing when you live by yourself is nobody's gonna check to make sure you're cleaning and putting things away. So try to hold yourself accountable to clean your apartment. I'd say like at least every other day. That's what I've been doing in this apartment. My last apartment kind of got out of control and was definitely really messy, so when I moved it was like, ugh, so much to do. But, you know, don't be a hoarder, hold yourself accountable. I clean my apartment every other day. Since I hate cleaning, I'm like, it's gonna be a cleaning day, we're gonna be fine. If you do it more often, it won't pile up as much and you won't have like as overwhelming of a, I have to clean this whole space all by myself feeling. So yeah, clean your apartment. It sounds simple, but honestly, sometimes it's not. You just have to make sure you do it. Just hold yourself accountable to it. Okay, number 4. This is a really important one, especially if you live in a bigger city. So I've had this problem a lot so far living in LA, and I really need to start enforcing this more for myself. But give yourself a limit on takeout and or like Postmates, because it's so easy to not want to cook for yourself when it's just you. Like, you don't want to have all those leftovers, or like you gotta like modify recipes to make them smaller. You know, there's lots of excuses you can give, but honestly, it's such a waste of money, and it's so not healthy to eat out every meal of every day. So just try, like, you know, maybe like Postmate your dinner every other day and then cook in between. Just try to avoid it as much as you can. You'll feel better about yourself in the long run for that one, for sure. Number 5 goes along with that. In the realm of cooking, set yourself up for success to cook for yourself at home by actually stocking up and having the staple ingredients in your fridge and in your pantry, stuff that you don't think you're gonna need. You never think when you live by yourself, oh, I should probably like have sugar and flour and all these things. Unless you're like a baker, you're probably not gonna go to the grocery store and be like, oh yeah, I'll spend my money on all these random ingredients that I don't need to use like right now, but you're gonna need them. Oh, and condiments too. Condiments, just buy the condiments. You're gonna be mad when you don't have them, and just buy them, because when you make food for yourself, you're gonna wanna have everything that you need, so you don't have to like make a grocery store run or give up on your meal that you were gonna cook. Just keep yourself stocked up with condiments and other ingredient staples. Number 6, I think, is not something that everyone can do, but definitely something I find helpful, is if you can, get a pet, because you're probably gonna get lonely living by yourself. I mean, you can hang out with friends, but it's not really the same as having somebody in your apartment with you at all times. Sometimes living by yourself can be a little bit scary, or, you know, just lonely. So get a pet. I have 2 cats. One cat would probably be plenty, or a dog, but dogs are a lot of work. I'm a big cat person. Big fan of a cat in an apartment setting rather than a dog, but you do you. Just, you know, give yourself a companion. I don't know, paint a rock. Talk to your pet rock if you need to. Just make sure you have someone to talk to so you don't get too lonely. This is making it sound like I just sit in my apartment all day and talk to my cats, which I'm not saying I don't do, but you know, everyone likes a pet friend. Number 7, I think this is the last one I can think of, but number 7 is buy all the cleaning products. You're not gonna think you need them. You will need them. You are gonna need a broom. Even if you live in a studio apartment like me, get a little tiny vacuum cleaner, because you're gonna want one. You don't think you will, but you will. Toilet bowl cleaner, Windex. I didn't think I needed Windex. You probably didn't have that on your list. You're gonna need Windex. Get the Windex. You're gonna have a dirty mirror or a dirty window, and you wanna take that mirror selfie, and you don't want all those toothpaste stains on your mirror. Just get all the cleaning products. Don't try to use a Clorox wipe to wipe your mirror. I've done it before. It doesn't work. Just like, give yourself the benefit of the doubt. You're gonna be messy. You're gonna have messes to clean up. Just get the cleaning products. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm sure I missed a lot of things. Living by yourself is not that bad. I love it. I'm also like super introverted, but honestly, even if you're not, even if you're a super social extrovert, living by yourself does not have to be bad. It can be just like super zen and like exciting to have your own space to just like chill out at the end of the day. Highly recommend. But you know, follow these tips and let me know if you thought anything that I said was helpful. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope it was helpful. I definitely have personally benefited from all of these tips, and I hope that you guys can use them too in your lives to have a very positive living on your own experience. Anyway, be sure to like, subscribe, all the things, and I will be back very soon with another video. Bye!